Alright everybody, welcome back to Blake's Pie Show Academy. Today we're going to be doing some Scud. This is from round 1 of the Garden Gate League Season 1, as you can see in the chat here. We are playing against HUMANCHILD as guest, and yeah, I'm starting out for the white 4. This is an opening I've been trying out a little bit recently, so I want to see how it goes here. Good luck, have fun to HUMANCHILD as always. So they do take the gate from me, which makes sense. Gonna plant a white 5 over here. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some more videos from this league tournament type thing. HUMANCHILD floated around some ideas of having people vote on interesting games that I should cover in videos, so I might do that. I'm also just gonna be covering the games that I'm able to play live, like I am doing with this video. And yeah, if I think of any other ideas, I'll be doing those as well. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see what HUMANCHILD does here. They have a white 5 over here and a white 5 in the west gate, and I'm interested to see how they coordinate those to work with potentially this white 4. But right now we're just getting pieces out there that can harmonize. You know, maybe start heading here, but we'll see. Okay, just moves out a white 5. Now, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to take this gate while I'm given the opportunity to, because I'd like to get a red 3 down here. Yeah, let's take this gate. I want to try to get a little bit of gate control here. We'll see which gate HUMANCHILD gives us here. They're going to have to either give up this gate or this gate. Well, they don't have to. They could plant a flower here, but well, they might do that. I was thinking they wouldn't do that, but the more I'm thinking about it, that's actually an option they might do. But if they do give up a gate, I'd like to take whichever gate they're giving up and probably plant a white 5 in either one. I think that would be pretty good for this position. Okay, so they do take this gate. And they plant a white 3, which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense. It harmonizes with this white 4. Okay, so I think I do want to take this gate. Let's plant a white 5 over here with the idea of going here and then maybe plant a lotus to go here, you know? And then we can maybe start getting an orchid out there. I like this gate control, and we have some flowers out there. If HUMANCHILD gives up this gate, which there's no way they do, they're gonna move it out and harmonize and plant something here, is my prediction. But if they for some reason give up this gate, then we will be taking it, and then stall out some time with all 4 gates by planting our lotus and then orchid. I've been working on some videos recently. I've just been writing scripts. I haven't been recording videos for a few days now, but I'm getting back into it. And I've got some scripts for some videos, and I've just got so many different ideas for videos I want to do. It's hard to choose which ones to do first, but okay, so yeah, they do take this gate and they plant a red 5, which makes sense, I think. I think we're just going to do the thing I was talking about, which is this. I don't think this is bad at all. It's not a win threat because it's blocked 2 ways, but I want to get my orchid out and threaten to take this because it's kind of all by itself over here. But yeah, I'm interested to see what this league becomes and how it's going to play out. I have some other games in my group. I think in my group there's FNS. Okay, wait, let's do this really quick. So yeah, they're just planting another flower. Interesting they put the red 5 here. Okay. Well, let's just do what I was talking about and plant an orchid here to put some pressure on this white 5, which they don't really want to move because I have this win threat. But yeah, I think I'm in a group with FNS, Arc Prefect. Let me see. Yeah, Arc Prefect, FNS, and then Kokoro. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this will be interesting to see how this goes. I just opened this tab and I see that Duat has already won 3 games. That's funny. Makes sense though. Those are like some of the only games that are finished. This game is finished, and then Allegory also had a win in here. Okay, so yeah, they move away their white 5 while still blocking this, which makes sense. Let's go here, I'm thinking. I think that makes sense. Start emptying out the gates now. Next, I'm going to be looking to move this one out, like here maybe. And then I want to do this and plant something here maybe. That's what I'm looking at. I can even move this one here to give me this move, which might be good, but okay. So they're defending their white 5, which makes sense, of course. So we could go here. No, wait, can we? Yeah, we could go here attack this white 5, and I don't know how they're going to save that one. And that would be pretty bad for the position because they would not have any flowers down here. So we have some options here. The options I'm looking at are moving this here for a win threat, where they're going to have to block it somehow, and if they try to block it by putting a white 4 on any of these spaces, then I can just capture one of these 2 tiles, which looks good to me. But there's also, I can go here, freeze this. They can't capture my orchid, obviously, because then I get a win. And I'm threatening to capture this white 5, which I'm not sure how they're going to save. So actually, this is kind of a hard decision. I'm not sure which one I want to do. This one moves my orchid all the way down here, which after it captures this white 5, maybe it won't be that useful. This way, I at least get a flower out, but I'm wasting the harmony that I get from moving this white 5 out. And I won't be able to get a harmony from moving this red 3 out, which would kind of be annoying. So I'm leaning towards this, or this. They both work. But I like this one a little bit more because it just keeps me a little bit closer to the center in this. And I don't care if it's captured right now. Oh, it also... Yeah, this is tricky. Trying to figure out which is better. This is definitely a tough decision. Okay, well, actually, I don't want to go here. Well, no, actually, it doesn't matter too much. If I go here, then HUMANCHILD could potentially clash trap me this way, but it doesn't really matter because I'll just capture the white 5 and then I won't be clash trapped anymore. If I go here, I'm closer to the center and I don't see any danger really. I don't think there's any way I could be clash trapped. They can capture, but then I win. Wait, no, okay, I'm glad I looked this over. They could capture and get harmony and then stop me with an accent tile, so don't go there. But I can go here because the white 5 can't reach, so let's do this. I think this is probably the right option. I'm not 100% sure, but let's try this. I think this is the best option. Without going too deep into it, it just seems like the right option. I don't want to move this one out yet. I want to save this harmony bonus for when I can actually use it. And moving here obviously would be bad because then it gives HUMANCHILD this. Well, yeah, that would be bad. So I think this is the best option. I want to get rid of this white 5 for sure. Maybe I could even take this gate back. Okay, yeah, because I know HUMANCHILD wants that gate. It makes a lot of sense for them to take it. That's what I expected. So what do we do here? Do we just capture the white 5? Maybe. But now HUMANCHILD has this. Yeah, maybe I should have taken this gate. I thought about that after I made the move, but I really wanted to use this orchid, you know? But maybe I should have taken the gate. Well, let's take this, and then it gives us this discovered harmony. So we do have a win threat right now, but HUMANCHILD can just go here, and that's probably what they're gonna do. Then plant a flower off the harmony bonus. Okay, yeah, that's what HUMANCHILD's gonna do. And then after that, we don't. Well, okay, after that, then I think I can feel safe doing this to threaten that, because I have this discover check I can use later to attack and plant another flower, so I don't need this one, perhaps. Okay, so they're threatening to capture my white 5, which is annoying, but that's a good move. Yeah, them having this gate is really good for them. I can't protect this white 5 with clashing. Yeah, this is tricky. I probably shouldn't have let them get that gate. I could just go here, or here, for this. Yeah, this is a little tricky. I don't want to go even here to give me this, but that's not that important really. Well, if I go here, HUMANCHILD can just move out their red 5 to here, and I don't really want that, so we would have to go here probably. Letting them have that gate was definitely a mistake, I think. Yeah, let's move this all the way over here, or we could move it here so that we get this, and that's not the worst. Let's do this actually. It gives us this as well, potentially. We don't need this harmony really, because this harmony ring idea is pretty much gone now. So let's do this to make it easier to harmonize with this red 3, and we can use this white 4 for something. And we still have this discovered harmony. So I think now we just focus on making MCHs and controlling this side of the board. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, looking back on it, let's go back to this move. This was tricky. I guess the right thing would have been to plant a flower here. Then I'd still have 3 gates, and HUMANCHILD would be stuck up here. Because there was no rush, really, to move this orchid. It wasn't under attack or anything. There was no reason I could take my time. So I think it wouldn't have been bad to plant a flower here. I think that would have been the right move. Because HUMANCHILD getting that gate is really good for them. And I did see that, I just didn't think it'd be as big of a deal as it is. Well, it's not that. I did know it would be a big deal, but I think I felt like I needed to move the orchid and do something out here, like move out a flower or move this orchid. But I think I could have taken my time and just planted a flower here. And that's probably what I should have done. Okay, so Human Child plants a red 3 up there while moving out their red 5. Maybe now I take back this gate. That's not that crazy of an idea, I think. I could plant a white 3, and I don't mind planting a white 3 here because, you know, I've talked about it multiple times. I'm trying to break the habit of planting a flower just to attack a flower that can move away. But in this case, it's not too bad because it will for sure be able to harmonize with this lotus when it moves out eventually. So not too bad. And I want to use it to maybe harmonize with this white 4 eventually to get something like this going, you know? So I don't think that's a bad move. And it just takes this gate. I definitely think I should get this gate. It's very valuable to have. So yeah, they move away their red 3, which makes sense. So this lotus is class trapped right now, something to note. Maybe we just start trying to attack with my orchid. We could move it here or here. Yeah, I think we should definitely move the orchid. Let's see, what is the best way to do it though? Okay, so actually this is interesting. So planting the white 3 here forced them to move their red 3. They decided to move it off this line. They moved it here, which gives me this move again. And I can attack with the orchid somewhere, and then I have this wind threat again with this move by wheeling this. Okay, actually this is very interesting. I could even put it here, which could be captured, but I have a win. That would be a pretty tricky trap that Human Child might miss, but I'm not really in the mood for going for traps like that just for the sake of it being a trap, you know? I don't want to just hope that my opponent misses it. That's a really, in my opinion, that's a very not good way to play. It's very weird, especially in a tournament setting like this. So let's see. Man, I have a lot of options with this orchid. You always have so many options with the orchid. I'm gonna be moving it. Oh, there's so many things to think about. I could even put it here and have it. No, I can't do that because then they get a harmony. Okay, well, I don't want to put it to be somewhere where it can be sacrificed, really. Even though it is nice, and if for some reason my opponent captures it, then, like, if I go here and they capture it, then I win. But they're gonna see that and not do it, ideally, so... And then my orchid would just be in an unsafe space, so it's better not to give it up like that. I think I'm just going to go here. I think I'm just going to go here and freeze the white 5 while threatening to capture this and this. And now I have this wind threat, but now I have a harmony bonus, and I have to ask, is it worth it to use an accent tile right now? Because it's something I'm seriously considering, but I'm not sure if it's the right time. I don't think there's any way I can use an accent tile right now that would be super good for me. I could use it to push away this orchid to threaten capturing this white 5. I could use it to lock in this red 5 for whatever reason. That would be kind of funny. I could just put a rock here and then this red 5 would be trapped, which would be kind of funny. But this red 5 can't really do anything anyway. I can't even go here because this could go here, I think, right? Yeah, so I'm not really worried about this red 5 right now. I hate taking so long for my turn, but there's so many things to think about here. Do I use an accent tile? I'm tempted to, but I think threatening this red 3 is enough. I could use a rock to trap in this red 5 though, because an option my opponent has is to move the red 5 here, and that would be kind of... Well, no, they can't even do that because then if I capture one, then it freezes the other. They could move it here or here, and then they can protect the red 3. Which would be kind of... Well, no, they can't do that either. They can't do that because I have a win they have to address. So I think I have enough pressure right now. I don't need to use an accent tile at the moment. They're going to have to block this win somehow. And I think that's enough pressure right at this moment. They're going to probably move... Well, they can't really move the red 3 back because then I capture with my white 3. Okay, let's just do this. Let's save our accent tiles. I don't think there's any reason... Like... I wanted to look at the position more, but I don't want to waste Human Child's time. I think there's some things more to look at, but in the end, I don't think I need to be using any accent tile right now. And it's probably just better and the safer play to save my accent tiles. Because that's something I've been talking about wanting to work on. Just saving my accent tiles for when I really need them. Using them early on is just going to hurt me in the end. I could maybe find a nice move that does something, but even the best way I could use an accent tile right now is probably not going to be worth it in the end. Probably just going to be better to save the accent tiles, so that's what we're going to do for now. I like finding those tricky moves with the accent tiles, but more often than not, I find it's better to just save them. So I'm interested to see what HUMANCHILD does here. They definitely will see I have a win threat. They just need to find the right way to block it. And it's not so easy. They can't move this here because it's clashing. They can't really move this red 3 back because then I capture it. And I think they missed my win. Oh no, they didn't. They found... Wait, I was gonna say they found a really clever way to block it, but because I can't wheel it up because it's clashing. That would be actually very clever, but I think I can wheel it down. I think. And that should be a win. So yeah, a little unfortunate that they missed that. I would have liked to see how they stopped that, but this is a tournament game, so I think it would probably be the best if I just took the win. I'd like to let this position play out and let them know that they missed a win. I'll give them a few moments, but in a tournament, it's probably better to just take the win. I don't think it would be right in a tournament setting to let them know. So yeah, they're messaging someone else in the Discord right now, so I'm just gonna take the win. I think they have a few games going on right now, so that's probably why they missed it, which is unfortunate, but good game nonetheless. Very interesting game, actually. I had to put a lot of thought into some of my moves. And this Orchid move I think was good, but the Orchid move I made earlier was not the best. I think I should have taken the gate back. But otherwise, I think I played this pretty well. But yeah, that was kind of a tricky win to miss if you weren't really paying the most attention, which is unfortunate. But yeah, good game. I'm looking forward to the rest of the Scud games I have in this league. They're going to be interesting. But I think that's all for this video. So yeah, GG, HUMANCHILD. Great game. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And I'm working on a lot of videos right now, so stay tuned. Gonna have some good stuff coming, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.